and stuff and things, and I can't even. Ben, pick a subject. Any subject, please, because
let me get there's a lot. The news up.
There's a lot that actually happened. Even need to get the news up, man? Do you even need to? Have you been living under a rock, mate?
Okay, we'll talk about the big things after.
We got big ones. Oh, we're saving the best till last. Sorry, the anticipation is killing me.
Okay, I want to tell you about some things that you might not know about.
Or you
missed out on. Tango Gameworks got revived by the PUBG developer.
Yes, I lived, bitch.
Yeah.
Thank you, God. I was so scared for Tango.
I mean, I'm all for them still being around, and I think like maybe a bunch of the developers are still there. I guess I'm hoping it's still like the same team. It's kind of nice that the PUBG developers like stepped in and were like, oh yeah, we'll buy them out, like we'll revive them. So that's pretty nice. Yeah.
That was what's the name? Is it
Crafton? Crafton, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the name, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So that I mean, that's some good news in the games industry, you know. Seeing a studio get revived is good, right?
Yeah.
Counter to that, Secret of Mana the Visions of Mana came out, and the studio is no longer around.
That was mental. I couldn't believe that. Literally the day after it was announced, the news came out that the actual studio had closed.
Wasn't it?
That is mental. I can't fucking believe that shit. What the hell?
NetEast closed them down. This isn't on Square Enix because I don't think the studio was a third party. I think that made the Visions of Mana, but like it was a first party game, but shot off by a third party developer making the first party game. NetEast closed the studio down. And I just think that's insane.
That's mental.
I don't know if Square Enix had a hand in that. I mean, I know it's their property, but like, I feel so sorry for them because apparently the game's really good. I feel like a lot of people aren't really playing it, but from everyone who has played it said it's really fun and stuff.
I mean, I don't really know a lot about Trials and Mana as much as you do, because you streamed the OG one, didn't you?
Yeah, I streamed the OG Trials and Mana, yeah. But like, this new one, I really want to play it, but I just don't have the hardware to play it. But I feel so bad for the developer, because it's like, they're not even going to get another shot, you know? Like, even if the game, like now, I guess it put people off buying the game, because you're not supporting. So if you're not, what are you supporting you're not supporting the developers who made the game. You're just giving money to Square Enix, I guess, which I guess is good, but I don't know. It's kind of like, oh, that's sad, man. Like, you can't show your support for Visions of Mana by buying Visions of Mana, you know, because the studio is no longer around.
Yeah, some people were sponsored to stream Trials of Mana, only to then find out that the studio closed down, and then those streamers are like, oh, what's happening?
Yeah, that's mental, man.
Yeah,
and then even more like upsetting news on Rocksteady. Well, I mean, it's not really surprising, to be honest. Rocksteady lays off half of its staff, its QA testers, some junior developers, and some people who have been working there for 5 years. Obviously, Suicide Squad is to blame for this. I mean, it's kind of...
What a surprise.
I mean,
I
feel like, really though, it's Warner Brothers though, right? They're the ones who should be getting the hit back for this, not... Because I imagine Rocksteady did not want to... I want to believe Rocksteady did not want to make this a live service game. Like, in all accounts.
I don't know.
Want to.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, I know, like, the whole, everyone, all the execs have been on the live service stuff and how it's blown up in their face, which we will get to very soon, but...
Yeah, we will.
Like...
It's just like a small version of it.
Yeah. I mean, how long was Suicide Squad in development for? Quite a fair bit, right?
It was a long time, man. I'd have to look that up, because
back when live service was, you know, still being pushed and still being strong in people's minds, and for the most part, maybe, I don't know. You think?
No, I'm just gonna look how long it was in development for. Okay, the game had been rumored for years before it was announced in 2020. So right after Nights, which was released in 2015.
Oh yeah, okay.
So that's a long time as well.
Yeah, maybe it was more execs pushing for live service before.
That's what I mean. I honestly feel
faces.
like, yeah, I feel like it blew up in their faces.
Ben, can we talk about the
That's still the big piece. I still got some little bits of news to tell you before we move on to
when can we get to Nintendo Direct?
We can go to Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, can we do that now?
Yeah. What did you think of the Nintendo Direct that we didn't react to?
Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't like there was nothing really mind blowing on it, to be honest. There was a few good things here and there.
There was some pretty cool stuff. It wasn't like, well, we didn't react to this one because A, Joe was out of the country, and B,
that was when I was
in a situation where I couldn't really do a reaction, really. So I was kind of like...
There was some decent stuff though. Balatro got a absolutely... Wait, because there was the indie showcase.
Yeah, that was the indie. They did both at the
and
same
then there's
time.
the partnership showcase,
a
right?
Nintendo Direct. I'll give you my thoughts on the indie. I thought the indie one was kind of cool, but it didn't really blow me away. It was like Balatro got like insane crossover stuff, though. I was like,
sorry.
Oh my god.
Can I just tell the people what you said before it began? Do I get a permission to say that?
Yeah, go on.
All right, so everyone and their mother's gonna get what I mean when I say this, but what you said to me in DMs was, "This is the one."
Oh, I did.
This is the one, you said. This is gonna be the one. I have a feeling this is gonna be the one. And I cannot tell you how many times I pressed X.
Oh my god.
Can't tell you how many times I pressed X to doubt.
I really thought...
Ben, you really should. How many times must we teach you this lesson, old man?
I really thought...
How many times?
I really thought this was gonna be the one that Team Cherry were gonna show up with it. I really I was like, oh man, I know, yeah.
Well, what do we get for the indie one?
Well, Balatro got some massive crossover.
Balatro got some huge crossovers, including Vampire Survivors, Among Us, Dave the Diver, which is a weird one, but that's cool too.
I still need to play Dave the Diver, actually.
Yeah, me too. It's on sale right now, I think.
Yeah, I need to get on that game. That game's apparently really good.
Yeah, so I've heard, yeah. Coffee Talk got a sequel, which is really cool, because that's a really popular game, and it's also a game that I want to play. Because it's about, like, people saying it's Valhalla with coffee. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to get on there.
I don't think.
Yeah, but it's got a really big cult following, and people really like it. Sometimes on the same level as Valhalla as well. It's definitely a game I really want to check out, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I was gifted Balatro. So Balatro's poker, right? It's indie poker.
Yeah, it's basically crazy. I think it's roguelike poker.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, it collabed with Witcher as well, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
That was the other one. That's pretty cool. Yeah. You now have the power to. I now have the power to date my bed. Thanks to you.
Yeah. Oh my god, that game looks weird. I was like, what the hell is this?
That looks like a fun, dumb game.
Out of all of the games I've shown, I was like, really? I feel like, yeah, this is to be expected at this point. Like, we've had monsters, we've had, but I will say, my curiosity level is interested in it, because I was like, that's an interesting concept. Like, do I just like, if I like use the glasses at, like, I don't know, a toaster, will it suddenly become like a sexy toaster woman? Or,
yeah, in essence, like, yeah, that's what the game is advertising.
It feels like there's another layer to that game that they're hiding.
I mean, the fact that you can also date concepts like the fear of death and like shit like that is pretty telling, I would say. So
I feel like there's another level to that game that we're not seeing.
It's definitely got some deepness to it because of what you can do. Like there's fun dumb shit you can do.
But I honestly feel like it could be quite fun.
Yeah. Can't wait to date my can of Stella before it beats the shit out of me.
Yeah, exactly right. The designs look really good as well. I will say the designs actually look really good.
It does, yeah, it definitely does. Power Wash Simulator now is collabing with Shrek, which is hilarious. And there was a really great line where I can't remember where it was, but it was like a Be an All-Star with, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So silly, I love it. Yeah, Power Wash Simulator looks like an interesting game. You just wash shit, don't you?
Oh no, yeah. I've never actually played Power Wash, but apparently it's like quite therapeutic game where you just like kind of just, ooh, I'm washing stuff. So yeah, a lot of people love that game though.
Yeah, they do. I've seen people on Discord play it. But the Shrek collab is definitely going to raise some eyebrows in a good way, I feel.
But so isn't it basically anti-Shrek though, Power Wash? Because aren't you meant to be in like a swamp?
It's supposed to be dirty, yeah.
Yeah, so if you're cleaning the swamp,
themselves
aren't
with mud.
You really the villain?
Yeah, I guess you are. Maybe you're. Yeah, maybe that's the twist. The camera pans around, and then you just see half a man spraying down the swamp. The old compensator himself, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe there's some deepness to Power Wash as well. Is there deepness to Power Wash?
Is there Power Wash law?
I don't know, if you guys know, comment, because...
Yeah, let us know. Is there actually Power Wash law? Because I'd be interested
Power Wash law.
Like, is there like a whole thing?
Pizza,
the big Kappa pizza tower
is on Switch.
Yeah.
What took us so long? I thought it was on Switch. Oh, you'd love Pizza Tower. It's like WarioWare and crack. It's like, obviously it's been it's inspired by like Flash games and shit, but it's a really odd psychedelic art style, but it's cool. I've played Pizza Tower on Steam before. It's fun.
Oh shit.
It's like it's basically like if you know the level, it's like it's kind of like WarioWare, and I guess a little bit like an old Sonic game where if you know the layout, Wario Land, sorry, not WarioWare, and if you know the layout of the level, you absolutely speed through it, and it feels amazing when you do it. Yeah,
because they definitely took the whole when you finish the level and then you have to get back to the end from Wario.
Yeah, it's a really trippy game and a really trippy art style, but if you can handle it,
it does look really fun actually.
It is really fun. You'd like it. I might
pick that one up.
You'd really like it. Yeah, Pizza Tower's a really good one for you.
Yeah.
Sea of Stars got DLC?
Yes, it did, and it looks really cool, and I do want to play it at some
You beat Sea of Stars, didn't you?
I beat Sea of Stars, yeah, I did.
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah. So the DLC actually looks more interesting to me because it seems like they're kind of doing their own... Because I would say Sea of Stars was really cool, but a lot of it was inspired by Chrono Trigger, where I feel like this DLC is kind of like, okay, this seems like a lot of their own ideas now coming into play more. So I'm kind of interested in the DLC.
Yeah. I mean, I've not played Sea of Stars. I never beat Sea of Stars. I put it down because other games came out.
Yeah. Oh, you should play it. It's good.
Yeah, no, I've got it on Switch, so sometimes I play it portably.
I think my only down point with Sea of Stars was just like the moves list was a little bit lacking in my opinion.
Yeah, I felt that as well, to be honest. I felt there could have been a bit more, but the DLC is it looks like it's changing the actual fighting styles of the two main characters, so that looks interesting.
Yeah, which I'm excited for.
Yeah,
I hope Sea of Stars is the DLC.
Me too, man. Yeah, that's kind of it for Indie World, really. Next is the partner one, right?
Yeah, the partner showcase.
So right off the bat, I already know what one you're very hyped for.
Oh, do you now?
I might do. Might be about a certain legend that I've heard of. Involves heroes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Trails in the sky.
Yeah. Oh man. Do you know what? To me, I was actually kind of flabbergasted by the fact that they just glossed over it. I had to double take. I had to double take. I was like, wait. Hold the fuck up. That was in 3D. And
it was kind of just there, right?
What? That was like a full remake. I was like, why the hell did they just gloss over that?
It's like, by the way, we're doing a full ass remaster of Trails.
Full ass remake. It's a remake.
Yeah, you might have heard of it. It's kind of a niche little game.
I was just like, did they just seriously gloss over Trails in the Sky remake?
I think so, man.
What the hell?
I think so.
Why? why? Why did they gloss over that? I was so confused. I literally was like, that was the only thing I was like, I'll be honest, that's the only thing that I would have reacted to. My reaction to that, I'll give you it right now. I was like, wait, what the
that
fuck?
must have been so confusing for you.
That?
Yeah, the way it was just like, here you go, and not like, they didn't really hype up, did they?
No, they completely glossed over. It was like in a sizzle reel. Honestly, it was a sizzle reel. Here's some games coming, like. It's like, what?
Yeah, that thing they do where it's like, we got these games, Carl, look at all these ports, and then there's Trails, and then there's another port, and yeah, look forward to that.
I had to read back
another
the
farming
footage.
game,
I was like,
yeah.
You did not just... I think Japan, though, actually got like a 3-minute trailer. And they actually talked about it in the Japan.
Yeah, they do that a lot in the directs, don't they? Yeah,
but not the UK and the US one was like, oh yeah, that this and this. I was like, what?
Westerners don't really give a shit about this game, so let's just give them like 1 minute.
That makes me sad though.
Oh man, well, hey, be happy that it's an actual game and it exists. So there's that, I guess, mate. What else is there? Marvel's Capcom Fighting Collection is also coming to Switch.
That's cool. That's coming to Switch.
We know that.
I was kind of confused by that because there was another announcement. It wasn't Marvel vs. Capcom. It was Capcom Fighting Collection
2, I think it was called, right?
Yeah.
Is that the one that's got Power Stone on it, I think?
Yeah, it had Power Stone and Power Stone 1. I was like, oh man.
1 and 2, yeah,
the Power Stones was so good.
Fucking classics, Power Stone's awesome.
I'd love to play that with you though.
I would love that as well. It's online too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Power Stone games are so good.
Yeah, Capcom are really winning with these re-releases of their fighting games. Although, honestly, what a great decision to make. Because you've got Fighting Game Collection and you've got the arcade classics as well. Yeah. Which has freed Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which is fantastic. So, look forward to that. Definitely would like to play Power Stone again one day. Another collection is the Castlevania Dominus collection.
The Castlevania collection. That's
got
actually pretty cool, actually.
Dawn of Sorrow, Portrait of Ruin, and Order of Ecclesia.
I bet you've never played any of those.
I've not played any of them because they're DS games and they're slowly freeing DS games.
The way they've done it, the way they've got around like doing the because they were all like bottom screen, like, you know, because DS2 screens. They've got like the second screens kind of like to the side, but you can like change like the placement and stuff.
Yeah, that's great.
So,
As like it's an emulator or something.
The graphics on them, they've upped the graphics a lot as well. So they actually look really nice on the big screen.
Oh, I want to check that out because I need more Castlevania in my life. I really do.
They're all Metroidvania.
And the Metroidvanias,
really they're like the best.
Yeah.
In my opinion, other than Symphony of the Night, they're like the best ones.
I mean, Symphony of the Night is already my favorite Metroidvania of all time, so yeah, give me more of that good shit, mate. Inject it right into my veins.
I really like those.
Yeah,
they're really good.
Honestly,
I haven't played them in years, but I remember really enjoying it. I think I played on my DS. I actually had a Portrait of Ruin, which is the brother and sister one.
Okay.
And I really liked that one a lot. That was really fun.
Yeah, man, I want to go on that. I really do.
So yeah, I do want to play the rest of them. I don't think I played Order of Ecclesia actually. That was the female, the one with the woman hunter.
Yeah, Aria of Sorrow I know is a big one too.
Yeah, that's apparently a really good one. Which had, I think they got around that as well because you draw symbols on that one, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
The way they do that is like the buttons equal to the symbols. Yeah. So yeah.
Tales of Grace is got remastered.
F got a remaster. That's pretty cool as well, actually.
Yeah, that's cool. I play that game.
Because the Tales series is kind of in a weird place at the moment where they're delisting a lot of the games on the shops. I believe on the PlayStation they delisted Tales, what was it, Xillia? All the Xillia games are now gone.
Yeah, Xillia 1 and 2.
Delisted, and I think Grace has got delisted as well, but since they're bringing back the Tales of Graces, which is nice, and they said they want to bring back that's just the beginning. They said like they want to bring back the older Tales games as well, so I'm glad they're still keeping the series alive, because I thought after Tales of Arise I was like, oh, I feel like the older Tales games are kind of getting taken by the wayside, sort of thing. There's not really a way to play them anymore.
There's not really been much from Tales since
they're bringing them back.
The one you played in.
What?
There's not really been a lot from Tales since the new one, the one that you played.
Yeah, not since Arise, no.
Arise, yeah.
Yeah. And then, like, with them being delisted, I was like thinking, is the Tales series dying? But I'm glad there's like a revival project going on right now where they want to bring back the older Tales games to modern consoles.
They're preserving them, which is great.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe one day we'll get an SMT collection.
Yeah. Actually, Joe. Oh, okay. You bring me onto a segue.
Okay.
Did you know Devil Summoner 1 and 2 are probably getting remastered?
I heard about this today. They found the achievements on the Steam page for Nocturne.
I think Atlas accidentally did an oopsie because Tokyo Game Show is around the corner.
Oh, if that is a thing, that's fucking incredible. That is, I mean, that's PlayStation 2, but that gives me a hope that one day they'll announce them. Yeah, they're good. They're cool little like they're real Yakuza Noha games. They're the action RPGs. Yeah. One is I would say one has definitely aged. One feels more like an MMO kind of like stuff that makes any sense, where you move your character to avoid things and you issue commands and stuff.
So
kind of like FF14, I suppose, or Xenoblade even. Yeah. It's not automatic, but you're pressing buttons to attack. But I wouldn't say it's high octane enough for it to be like pure, like a traditional action RPG you'd get. Rider 2, however, definitely feels more like that one. Rider 2's got a lot more going for it in the action department. But
so those two.
That's incredible. That's great because it means that maybe one day we'll get Rider 3 and I will shit live if we get that. So that'd be really cool.
Maybe.
But I would love the DS games as well to get some love too. It's cool that we're getting HD remastered of PS2 games, but I would love to see some DS Shin Megami Tensei games as well.
Well, we know it's possible now with, but I mean, if it was Konami, wasn't it, who did the Konami did the ports for the, I don't know who did the port, but
Castlevania.
Yeah, the Castlevania ports. Yeah, so they're DS games, so we know it's possible. They could potentially do. Yeah. I mean, other people must be thinking, should I bring my DS games over to modern consoles?
Atlas, please don't make them expensive like I usually do, please.
They did do
Etrian Odyssey. Very dirty. What was that?
But there's a lot of sales now for it. You can actually get it a lot cheaper now.
What was it? 90 quid for like 3. Fuck that.
That was so bad. It's not like that anymore, though, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it's like that anymore.
And what else is there? Oh yeah, Funko Fusion. You excited for that?
No.
I'm joking. Yakuza Kiwami.
Yeah.
The remake of Yakuza 1 on the Switch. Everyone's already making jokes about how that's gonna chug.
I don't think it's gonna chug.
I think the frame rate might be a little bit on and off, but I don't think it's that bad. I mean, what is it?
I feel like the Switch could handle Kiwami.
It's a 20 gig game, I think, on Steam, and it's not too bad.
But like, I mean,
Zero, I would be a little bit concerned about because that's rich with content.
But I feel like they're doing this now. My theory is that they are putting Kiwami on the Switch because the Switch 2 is probably going to get the rest of the Yakuza series.
That wouldn't surprise me in the slightest, yeah, because, what was it? I swear to God, the maker of Yakuza made a statement in the past where Yakuza games would never be on Nintendo.
I think he's eating his words now.
Well, well, that's aged well, right? Because okay,
I think he said
interesting though.
No, I think he said that the audience isn't there for Yakuza.
I mean, Yakuza is popular series now, even here in the West. It didn't used to be, but now it's mega popular here in the West, I would say. It's definitely up there.
Yeah, so maybe he's had a change of heart and realised that, like, oh, actually, maybe we could get, like, stuff out.
I think so. Yeah, he's definitely eating his words, I feel, because spread the love, because everyone knows about it. Lots of people are aware of Yakuza.
I do think a lot of developers are going to come over to, like, they're getting ready for like the Switch 2.
Yeah, especially now with all the competition that the Switch has got right now. Absolutely, yeah.
Oh yeah. The one other cool thing that got announced, I've never played the series, but I have to admit the game did look pretty cool, was the new Italia game. The combat system in that looked so good.
Italia Yumia, right?
Yeah, the combat system in that looked really cool because it was like a hybrid between. It's doing what Metaphor Refantasia Tizio is doing, where you attack a little bit and then you go into combat.
Oh,
sort of
okay.
thing.
Overworld
So it's like
combat.
a hybrid between action and I've noticed like a lot of the newer RPGs, like turn-based RPGs, are doing this now.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is like the new way to do like turn-based, like mix a little bit of like action in with the turn-based, and yeah, it seems like it seemed pretty cool actually. That
it's good to see people experiment with the genre a bit more. Yeah, because it can't all be turn-based all the time. But yeah, when people say turn-based is dead, that's a massive lie. There's just different ways of doing it.
There's loads of new ways to do it. But this hybrid way, I'm kind of digging it. Metaphor Refantasio looks so good.
Yeah, it does. I think it's coming out real soon as well.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So yeah, the direct was alright. Like there was some cool stuff, but you can definitely tell it was like winding, like the Switch is winding down.
Did you see that tweet from Nintendo?
What tweet from Nintendo?
But there will be no news on the Nintendo Switch 2. They actually had to tweet that, and it's the fact that they even had to do that is really fucking funny to me.
It is definitely coming though, really soon.
Yeah.
Like, it is probably going to be shown.
Already telling people to temper your expectations.
Yeah.
Putting the old fucking Jeff Keighley all of a sudden. Nintendo are doing it now. Like, I mean, you know what? Yeah, people are dumb. It makes sense that they did, but it's still really funny at the same time. So yeah.
So did you see the Sonic 3 trailer, by the way, man?
Oh, I sure did.
Yeah.
I sure did.
Did you see the Minecraft trailer?
I sure did. That why are you hitting me with Whiplash all of a sudden? Because the Sonic 3 trailer was amazing.
I find it really funny how there's like a really peak like video game trailer, and then you have like Minecraft trailer, and I was just like,
it's like day and night.
Why are they using live action people in a freaking Minecraft game?
Not sure.
A movie. That's like the biggest mistake you could make.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I thought Keanu Reeves actually sounded really good as Shadow, actually.
Yeah. Good cast in the first place, to be honest.
I feel like he's going to be a good Shadow.
It was a rumor at first, wasn't it? But now it's confirmed, and man pulls it off. The whole theater is going to literally cheer when the little girl gets shot.
I know. They actually showed a scene. They showed a little moment like on the trailer of it. I was like, that must be the moment where she gets shot because he's on his knees like.
I remember watching a reaction to like a live audience viewing of the trailer, and people I swear to God, people cheered the loudest when Shadow was in the little tube and Maria was there, and I swear to God that was the loudest people cheered.
Oh man.
Like out of all the big reveals, not Sonic and Shadow having a big cool fight, not like Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails doing their stuff. None of that shit. No, it's the little girl who's about to get shot where people cheer the loudest.
It's
fine because there was I think during one of their live shows when they played the Sonic music shows. The same thing happened when they were doing a Shadow the Hedgehog song. And they showed they show clips of the games in the background for the backdrop. The one of Maria literally getting like capped by a soldier dude was also when people cheered for loudest. So the fan. This is what the fans have been waiting for.
They're waiting for a little girl to get shot on screen.
Absolutely.
I don't think she's gonna get shot on screen though.
No.
I feel like it'd be the same as like from the game where they like kind of pull away from it, but it
maybe yeah man. Shadow is looking good. He's sounding good. It's looking like they're upping their game with every single Sonic film that comes out, because one was fun. We all thought it was going to be shit, but one was a nice little surprise. Wasn't anything groundbreaking, but it was cool. 2 was I actually really enjoyed 2. I thought it was great. But 3 is looking like they're really putting out all the stops here. And
I'm excited for 3 as well.
I mean, it's one of the only films that will bring Jim Carrey of all people out of retirement. So I mean, dude's happy to be here, and he's also playing Gerald, isn't he? Robotnik's dad.
He's playing both characters.
Yeah. That's great.
I think that's such a good move.
Yeah,
he's such a versatile actor. He can definitely do it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, it looks fantastic, and the effects look really good too.
Yeah.
Like the CGI looks great. What a glow up from Sonic's first reveal, right?
I know. Well, I'm wondering Minecraft is like gonna do the same thing where they're like, actually maybe we should scrap this and get.
Maybe we should recast Steve.
Because it's just like Jack Black's like comes in, he goes, I am Steve.
Do you think that Jack Black playing video game characters is getting a little bit oversaturated now? Like, he's becoming too much of the go-to guy. And it's a bit like, okay, look, having Jack Black as Bowser was great. It was great. He was great as Bowser. It was fantastic. But
he should not be playing Steve.
Then they got Jack as Claptrap for Borderlands.
Yeah, they did.
Which was an awful film. And the trailer for Minecraft with Jack Black as Steve is it's okay.
It doesn't look like Steve. They just put a blue top on him. And
let's just have Jack Black. You're Jack Black. Let's have him as a video game character. It just feels like they're having Jack Black for the sake of having Jack Black. That makes any sense, right?
When they're doing live action, I don't get why it's live action. I don't understand it. It looks terrible. I'm gonna be honest. It looks so bad that I want to see it just for the train wreck.
Yeah,
it's gonna be, but not like in the cinema. I just want to watch it in my own time.
Well, I mean, it depends if they're gonna actually like change a lot of things about it. Did they say anything about that? Or
no, I don't even
nothing?
know. No, they haven't brought in. They haven't said anything. It's not like Sonic, where it's like
yeah. To be honest, kudos to the filmmakers for Sonic because they immediately saw the backlash and were like, "Oh, we can't do this." Yeah, and they spent fuckloads to change it, to change Sonic's appearance. But oh my god, did that not pan out? It really
worked. And now they're like really on track with it all.
Yeah,
so hopefully 3 lives up.
Crazy comeback. So we'll see what they're gonna do in Minecraft, if they're gonna do so in Minecraft.
So
but now everyone's doing all these video game adaptation memes with just Jack Black. My name is Freddy Fazbear.
I know, he made a meme. He made another meme. That is what I'll give credit to the Minecraft movie for doing, making another meme.
Oh shit.
He made another one. Oh dear. Okay, let's get on to the big stuff.
Oh my god, my name is Bloodborne Hunter. I'm dying. I'll actually kill myself. Right, is it time for, we've done the good, we've done the bad. I think, is it time for the ugly?
Let's go.
Speaking of ugly, I just want to say one thing. I'm not surprised Concord Bond because, my god, those character designs, man.
They were boring, right?
They were ugly. I hated them.
They were just boring. They were so boring. There was nothing unique about them. There was like not even a hint of personality in any of them.
Which you sorely need for a hero shooter, especially for a hero shooter that isn't free.
I know. That's the mental thing. It wasn't even free. If it was free, maybe people would have given it a shot. So, this is by far, I think it might actually be Sony's biggest flop in history. I think it's the biggest flop in actual history.
I just want to get one thing out of the way though. I feel really bad for the devs. Not the execs. Not the execs. They can all fuck off.
Not the executives, but the devs. Yeah,
but the devs who worked, was it 8 years on this game?
8 years.
That sucks.
8 years, man.
That really sucks.
That is just. I don't understand why. Like in hindsight,
it's so depressing to think about. It's
like I don't get how they worked on this for 8 years.
8 years. They thought it was okay. I don't get why. I just don't understand. Why do they put so much stock in this when it was just doomed to fail? It was dead on arrival. It was.
See, the higher ups. The problem is the higher ups do not have a clue what is going on in the video game industry.
I mean, we always talk about this, but like. It's kind of baffling how much they were, and we always feel like, no, there's got to be.
They don't care about video games.
There's got to be some semblance of awareness, but there's
not.
There's none.
There's definitely not.
There's absolutely none.
Anyone could have told you. Like anyone could have told you. If you release a hero shooter that is not free to play, and you're going up against Overwatch and all the other ones out there, you are gonna die. Because there is nothing unique about the game. there was not a single unique idea in that game though.
It was Guardians of the Galaxy, which,
yeah.
I mean, you can tell how much money was put into it with the CGI, because the idea was that I think they were going to release a CGI story thing for the game, like weekly or something.
I would say that was pretty cool.
That is something.
Cool idea.
Yeah, it's like what? But then again, it's lore stuff, but I will say that it's not completely new, because back in the Overwatch days, and I can say this as an old Overwatch 1 player, was that they did the exact same thing. However, they did it with not only cool CGI trailers, but they also did it in the form of comic books. They did it in the form of, like, you know, screenshots and reveals, and they did that weird ARG thing with Sombra, which went a little bit too long, but I feel like this really is like a big problem. It really highlights a big problem of what these execs thinks works and what doesn't, because, well, one, it's live action, but also, my god, did they really try their hardest to follow on the coattails of a lot of other hero shooters. Overwatch is a big one, because, again, CGI lore trailers, which again is what Overwatch did, but Overwatch, the difference between that is our Overwatch characters look good. They look, for the old ones for the most part, they look good. They look like they belong in a hero shooter. These ones look like weird, like paint, is there any semblance of like a color code?
There wasn't any semblance. There's a semblance of color code, because they got a green guy, they got a pink guy.
But they look ugly.
I just mean, like, they just didn't look good. They were just very generic. There was nothing like standing out about them. Like, nothing unique stood out in any of the character designs.
We joke about OC, but this is like the epitome of like OC looking characters, right? It's just,
it looks really bad.
The heroes look ugly. I heard the gameplay is actually serviceable, but it's mediocre from what people said.
It's a mediocre
from the 20 people who played it. That's what they said. Speaking of, what was it? Less than like 100 people, 200 people were playing Concord, and you gotta think that a lot of them were probably game devs playing it too, or like people who got like the code.
They actually had like other developers from Sony, like other studios from Sony step in. That we had this joke going on, because it was in the Discord when I saw it. I was like, oh my god, are they actually like paying them to play this on the weekend or something?
Yeah, they probably are.
Yeah, because they actually had to probably go home. They're like, someone said in the Discord, I can't remember who said it, was like, boss, can I go home? And go, sure, you can go, but you have to play Concord on the weekend.
Please, we need numbers here.
Keep those numbers going.
Do us a solid. Please, for the love of God.
Because they had like Insomniac come out and be like, oh, we're playing Concord on the weekend. He's playing Concord on the weekend. And they had like other studios, like other people tweeting, like other studios from Sony
really
tweeting. I was like, wow.
The old Jeff Keighley posts and all that shit,
so hard that other studios are stepping in.
It's actually incredible.
That's mental. So yeah, the game went offline 2 weeks after releasing.
That is disastrous.
That is the shortest live service game in history. That is my biggest problem with live service.
I think it's the game the day before. I think that one literally got closed earlier. I think that was like a day when it came out, but still.
Oh my god.
Concord is still like, it's Sony's biggest flop, just because of the amount of stock they put in it for no apparent reason. And it really does highlight the problem with live service though. And
live service is just not a thing. And also, what I find hilarious about the whole Concord thing, which I shouldn't really laugh at it, but it is kind of hilarious. It's irony. It's the best form of irony you could possibly shove in Sony's face. Is they had Astro Bot release the day Concord shut down.
Save the Sony Society, Astro Bot. Save the Sony Society.
And Astro Bot was developed by Team Asobi, who are the remnants of Japan Studio.
Yes.
So I find that freaking hilarious in irony.
It's Fuck off. That's what it is. That's what it is. I know it's an unintentional middle finger. Or maybe it is intentional because holy fucking shit, Sony. Did you hear about the one thing that ex-Sony exec said? And Chris Deering, I think his name is, some prick.
Oh yeah, the CFO,
Yeah, he was like, and I quote, "I don't think it's fair to say that the resulting layoffs have been greed. I always tried to minimize the speed of which we added staff because I always knew there would be a cycle. I didn't want to end up having the same problems that Sony did in electronics." And he also said, if the money isn't coming from the consumers of the last game, it's going to be hard to justify spend the money for the next game. Well, yeah, because that's why you got to make your games fucking good, bro.
Yeah.
And he said it's painful for managers, but I don't think that having skill in this area of a game dev is going to be a lifetime of poverty or limitation. It's still where the action is, and it's like the pandemic, but now you're going to have to take a few how to get through it, like drive an Uber or whatever. Go find a cheap place to live or go to the beach.
I saw that. I was like, wow. Oh, he's so out of touch, man. He was next. Yeah, he was next CEO of Sony. Yeah, like one of the manager people. Yeah, I saw that. That's so out of touch. That's like.
I mean, we joke about Desmond out of touch, but that is something else. Is he out of his mind?
Yeah.
The 1% just going out there saying the thing. Don't worry, it's not our fault. It's not the managers. Literally accepting the epitome of corporate greed. No, definitely not. Just get used to it. Just adapt. Don't worry.
Go on a year's break and come back.
Drive an Uber. You know, on top of the insane amount of cruncher you gotta do for your company, just hit the beach, man. Don't worry about your families. Don't worry about the amount of money that you get fucking pennies for the work that you do.
Yeah.
Just don't, no.
It's just like the games industry's in a bit of a rut right now. Come back in a year's time.
Lock in. I'm not gonna lie, man. I need to say this on record. That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, it is.
That is heartless.
It's so heartless, man.
That is the epitome. That just goes to show how touch they really. If Concord didn't prove that to you.
And the sad thing is, right, mate. Honestly,
the level of detachment
I would love to believe
is insane.
I would love to believe that Sony are looking at Astro Bot and thinking about the lessons and learning about it, like thinking, oh wow, we backed the wrong horse. We should have been promoting Astro Bot or something like that.
And that leads to their next tweet, which was we don't have what was it exactly about their IPs?
Yeah, we don't have enough IPs.
You've got enough IPs
that we fostered.
Foster them, please.
They don't, and Astro Bot's like out here, and you can see. Do you know what? I haven't played Astro Bot, but I've seen like gameplay and stuff, and the game seems like, to me, it almost feels bittersweet, and it feels like Japan Studio are like crying for help.
This is the thing though, the way they said it is that they said they don't have enough IPs.
Yeah.
The quote is, we don't have much IPs that we fostered from the beginning. But you've got IPs, you've just been sitting on them.
They don't do anything with them, though. They don't do jack shit with them. Like, I mean, like, there's a lot of guest characters in Astro Bot, but some of them are like actually classic PlayStation IPs, and it's like, oh shit, why didn't that come back? Or that. It's like,
I'm going to be talking about Astro Bot in the what we play segment, because I've been playing a shitload of it.
I just find
it is relevant.
I think the sad thing is, right, they're just the lessons that they're gonna learn from Astro Bot is not gonna be the lessons that we want them to learn, because they're just gonna try again with a live service game again. They're just not gonna, because the sad thing is companies don't want the money. Like, everyone thinks they just want all the money. They don't want a little bit of the money.
I've got a great idea, says the Sony exec at the conference. Why don't we push Astro Bot, but why don't we make it a live service game? Every week, we release a new Astro Bot, but it's of a new IP of a PlayStation game, and it's going to cost 40 quid, and you have to You have to literally fucking you can get a battle pass, or you can get the costumes of the new different Astro Bot that we release.
Don't make that happen.
Jim, that's a wonderful idea. You're promoted to Super CEO of Sony.
Oh, don't.
Save our company.
It's honestly, it's honestly really sad. Like the irony is just so funny how Astro Bot comes out right when Concord died, and then they replaced the Astro Bot. They replaced the Concord banner with Astro Bot like straight away on release day, and it was like, oh wow, Concord never even existed. Like
the fact that they pulled the plug, pulled the cord, pulled the Concord, one might say, is like. Yeah, it's unprecedented, mate. It's actually flabbergasting. I can't. It's hard to form words.
So shocking, but I just want to say, like the new Mario, like the other thing that was making me laugh so much is the new Mario and Luigi game takes place in a place called Concordia. And I'm sorry, did Nintendo know? Did Nintendo know? Why are they calling the name?
Change your name! Change your name! Quick! Change the name of the place.
Oh, so the idea that it's called Concordia just made me giggle. I was just like,
I mean, God, have Nintendo got like nothing to worry about? Because what competition have they got? Because let's go on to because we're not even done yet with Sony. We're not done, but wait, there's more.
Yeah.
Are you excited for the extra 3 lines on the new PlayStation 5 then?
Oh my god, the PlayStation Pro! the actual cheat! The actual cheat! They did a 9-minute presentation.
Yeah, corporate wants you to see the difference between these 2 footages of games. Of games that we beat last year!
Oh my god.
Of games that we beat. Why are they showing Spider-Man and Last of what? Those games came out last.
They don't have games anymore, man. They just have consoles.
What a fucking state. What a state.
Honestly, though.
Have you seen the Simpsons memes that come out of that? You know the episode when Homer's. You know the episode where Homer's doing the Frank Grimes one, where he's when the kids have to do their own nuclear power plant design, and Homer does his.
Yeah.
And Mr. Burns is like, can you explain this, young man? Homer's like, well, I like the little flaps, and this little racing line here, I feel, seems...
It is bad though.
The disc drive is separate. So not only are they thinking that people are just making money in the world of inflation right now, but also they're pushing digital.
Oh no. Oh no.
Which means really that preservation is also going to take a kick from there.
It's really... Do you know what, though? I feel like they're going to have a court case on their hand. Because I think by law... I don't know if it's law in America or not. But I'm pretty sure if you take away, like, the disc drive or whatever... And the only place you can buy your games is on the digital storefront... I feel like there's, like, some legality in this. Because... if that is the only place and there's no competition, and you have made that the only place, then you are technically making yourself a, what's it called? You know when you're the only one? A monopoly.
Yeah.
So, like, people could argue that is a monopoly, and then it would have to open up the digital storefront for other, like, people to get the games elsewhere.
You know what else goes towards that?
The digital,
you know what else goes towards a pyramid scheme? The fact that they took away the stand on the original PlayStation, and now they're also selling that separately too. A big stand for their triangle-shaped scheme of money.
Oh, it honestly is so bad. That
what were they thinking?
I mean, I get it. They see it as a luxury item. They see that the PlayStation 5 Pro is a luxury item. However, they are also screwing over Japan, of all people, because not only have they, like, this the PlayStation 5 Pro is going to cost, like, a shit ton of money. It costs way more in Japan. Also, the whole disc drive thing, as you said. But also, the original PS5 has gone up in price in Japan as well. like due to inflation or whatever. But like that's not how consoles should work. It never used to work that way. Console prices always used to come down.
It's not just in Japan, mate, because
yeah, over here it went up
the
as
dollar
well.
and the pound is quite big of a gap when it comes to how much it's going up in. And the PS5 Pro is going for not only £699.99 but also $699 dues, and that translates to I believe about 900.
That's insane.
That's insane. And then did you see the Jeff Keighley quote?
Oh yeah, when he was like, if you count for inflation, it's actually cheaper than it used to be. No, it's not.
And I thought he bootlicked Kojima.
Yeah.
Christ in heaven. What are you out of your mind? Yeah, that's not even including the separate disc drive and the separate stand.
Yeah, he didn't even include those in the prices.
Why would he? He's trying to push it, right? Why would he do that? He wouldn't speak out.
Oh, it's
dude's
terrible.
Under contract, man. He's a little messenger. He can't speak out against I'm sorry, man. I'm just.
I know it's bad. It's honestly like Sony.
As we talk,
it shouldn't fall on the consumer.
I'm actually looking at my PlayStation 5 that I felt would be good to be a good source of better videos for like Elden Ring and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Astro Bot, which is like their only game right now, I'm actually gonna say I feel ashamed to be a PlayStation 5 owner.
Yeah,
and I'm sorry, but
it hurts. Like there's
I feel bad. Bear in mind, I got this thing like on the cheap on eBay, used for a lot cheaper, actually.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I did, because if I bought this full price, I feel like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I don't blame
you. No offense to anyone else who got this full price, because no one could have known it. It was already not great, but none of us would have known that it would have gotten this bad.
This is worse than.
And I feel for these people who feel betrayed, which is almost everyone.
I want to say this, man. Like, as much as people knock the Wii U, like, at least it's supplied games.
At least it wasn't out of greed.
Yeah.
It just bombed for legit reasons. It wasn't because of greed or anything like that.
I feel like Sony are getting cocky again.
The intentions were good, but yeah, they're completely taking the piss with this price.
Yeah, I feel like Sony are getting really cocky again.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where they are going to bomb hard with this.
Sony, I work 2 jobs. I don't work 3 jobs.
Yeah, I know it's not fair. You don't even have to upgrade to a PlayStation 5 Pro, but even the base PlayStation 5 is like a lot of money. Yeah. Like, it is a lot of money still. And the fact that they've raised the prices of their controllers as well is just nasty.
They're already
Are they trying to make back
expensive.
the money that they've lost from Concord? That's what I feel like. They're trying to find ways to.
Boy, this ain't the correct way to do it.
No, it's not. I feel like they're going to loot. The best way to make money you've lost from Concord is make more games.
What's going on?
People
Sony, do you remember the PS2 days? What?
Yeah, oh my god.
What's happened?
Golden years.
Those were the golden years.
And even like...
What's the old, I miss it, man. What's the old, like, quote from The Office? Where it's like, I wish we knew when we were in the good days.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel that right now with Sony, because...
I do as well, man.
It's actually kind of... Because I grew up with... PlayStation 1 was my childhood console. You know, just playing the Metal Gears and the Crash Bandicoots and the Raymans and the Crocs. And there's... what's happened? What's going on?
Nintendo are gonna like whatever they do, like, you know, like whenever the Switch 2 is announced, like it's gonna be like probably a really massive hit.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's gonna be the price of a PS5.
I was never a big Nintendo kid, but I will say this: ever since the PlayStation 3 got released at that crazy price, I actually got a Wii over that.
Yeah.
And that was the start of me slowly coming more and more towards Nintendo. And I'm gonna say it. I kind of regret that I didn't grow up with a lot of old Nintendo IPs, because Nintendo seemed to be making all the correct decisions recently so far.
At the moment, but
and
obviously, like, no one's perfect.
No one's perfect. No, absolutely not. They've made loads of flops. We all know that. No one's denying that at all.
Errors.
But I feel like the path is clear for them to rule right now because their opponents have cleared it for themselves.
I know, it's really bad. They've just shot themselves in the foot. Both companies, even Microsoft as well. Like, you know, it's just funny how they're just sitting there, like, with their really old Switch hardware, where they've got like games still coming out that people want to play, like the whole new Zelda's coming and stuff, and they're just sitting there making money because they keep making games. Whereas I feel like PlayStation and Xbox don't want to make games anymore. It's what it feels like to me.
It's really upsetting to see what Sony's become. I'm very disappointed. To say I'm disappointed is a massive understatement. Honestly, I was pretty numb to it a lot of time, but the segment that we'll get to, what we play in, Astro Bot has actually really brought to light how irredeemably fucked it is over there. Because Astro Bot is it's a fun platformer. It's a good platformer. Yeah. It's a celebration of not only old Sony games but also video games as well at the same time. It's cute. It looks great. It's at a reasonable price. It's lengthy. It's got great play time. It plays great. It feels great. It's cute. It's adorable. It's got charm. And it was made by a team of 60 people.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem.
And what are the numbers that's doing right now? Incredible. Really good numbers.
I think it's doing pretty well. I mean, we don't actually have the numbers
yet. I feel like it's actually embarrassed the console that it's made for. Yeah. It's actually transcended the console that's been on. And that's not even Astro Bot's fault. It's Sony's fault for making the console so fucking transcendable. Because what games has it got? It's only got this one. This is the only one. And what, a Demon Souls remake? And like, even if they release, like, it's sad because like, if you get a Bloodborne like remaster or a port, guess what? Fans have beaten them to the punch. Yeah. Because already there's a workable PC port or Bloodborne.
Oh no, they're working on
that. That fans have been making.
Yeah.
What is? Sorry.
It's really depressing. Joe, I just saw something really funny though on Twitter.
Oh, go for it. Nothing can hurt me anymore.
This is because Lollipop Chainsaw, as we're recording today, Lollipop Chainsaw's come out today.
I saw the tweets.
and it goes, be like Lollipop Chainsaw Repop. No marketing, no game journalists talking about it. Still managed to beat Concord peak 3 minutes after release.
Apparently it's not even that good of a re-release either. Apparently it's unoptimized. The voice lines all over the place. The loading screen's got no music. But still people are like, amazing, peak. Crossed the ass, fuck ass game, but who gives a shit? When the video game world is in the state that it is right now. Loads of people are dissing like, oh, you get a PC for £100,000. It's like, yeah, but look at all the shit you can do on an actual personal computer compared to like the longevity of a PC compared to a PlayStation is like. It's like the fucking galaxy compared to a fucking greenhouse, man. What are you talking about? You can edit. You can go on the internet. You can fucking look up.
Yeah, man. Honestly, like the state that Sony are in right now is really bad. Like
the games are cheaper.
This is worse. I actually think this is worse than the PS3 days. Like, because I remember when the PS3 first came out. This is far worse. This is like 4 years into its. Is it 4 now? Yeah. I think it's 4 years into its life cycle.
Yeah, PS3 was bad, but the PS4 was a decent console.
Yeah,
the PS4 was a good console. There, I said it. PS4 was decent.
No, but PS3 had games though, at least. Like, it didn't have games for a little while, but it got games then.
Yeah, eventually it got games. It didn't have games, but it got games. What's PS5 got in the span that PS3 took to get games? It's got one, yeah. Basically. One!
Technically, two? Do you count Demon Souls?
I mean, It's a remaster, so
So one new game.
1.5, I guess. I don't.
1.5.
I don't know. That Demon Souls Remastered is also like really expensive, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So what are we doing here?
All right.
What are we doing?
Okay, I think
what are we doing?
In terms of the only other cool bit of news I've got is from Monolith Soft recently.
Okay.
They went on a hiring. They've been on a hiring spree.
Oh, that's good. Oh, save the video games industry, Monolith Soft.
They said, they worked. Obviously, they're on a hiring spree for their first new Switch game. They said it's they're taking on more challenge compared to their previous development. So whatever this new game is, it's gonna be more ambitious.
That's good.
So
that's cool.
I'm
not
really
too
looking
ambitious.
forward to what Monolith Soft
is
doing.
Ben, is it bad that I'm now thinking to myself, don't be too ambitious? With your art form.
Not too ambitious.
With
but
your art. Yeah, don't be too ambitious. What? I tell a lie, don't be too ambitious graphically. I feel like we've hit the breaking point in terms of all these skin pores that you see. Yeah, but you can still make a game beautiful. You don't have to go too hard on it though. Fucking who gives a shit about skin pores, man? No one's gonna see them in gameplay. No one fucking cares. We just want a game. We don't want films, we want games. Yeah, you can have a few games here that look nice, and you want a film game, I don't know, get a fucking VGN or some shit. I don't know, my brain's kind of full of fuck right now, but look at Astro Bot is a lovely, cute looking, beautiful game, and it runs like bar. It's great.
Made by 60 people.
Made by 60 people. It just goes to show that it can be like this. Games can still be pretty. Stop pushing it to be even prettier. It's already good. Games look fine. Games are great.
This is cool. Where
you keep hitting.
This is why.
Good job.
And this is why.
Not make games fun.
This is why Nintendo have always stayed on top, because they've always realized it's game first, fun first, and then whatever second.
Absolutely right, because people shit on the Switch for not being as good at a certain game graphically, but as long as it works, then whatever. As long as it's not super. I mean, Pokemon, for example, is an egregious example where obviously
that one I could say.
You can say it's an outlier, but if we are using it as an example, as long as it ain't chugging it, then it's fine. But also, you gotta remember that Pokemon Sky is a fun game. It's a game, and it's fun. It is a fun game. Graphics, are fun to take the piss out of, but the fun comes first.
Yeah.
And that's what Nintendo have definitely been pushing for God knows how long now. So, yeah. And you can argue that Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild are still fully quid, and they are, but the fact that they know that people get them because they're good games, and also they're of fostered IPs that, I quote, has been fostered from the beginning, means that they will inevitably sell, and they can get away with that as a result. It's kind of messed up, but holy shit, I can't deny that it's working out for them.
It does. It works.
I can't say I agree with it wholeheartedly, but as a business, it's working.
they can do all sorts of that now, because obviously they're beloved IPs, they're characters everyone knows. But the problem Sony faces now is because they haven't fostered their IPs. I feel like this is the perfect example, right? Crash Bandicoot, right? 1, 2, and 3.
Yep.
Naughty Dog didn't want to do it anymore, okay? So Sony sold it off, right? Spyro the Dragon, 1, 2, and 3. They didn't want to do it anymore, so they sold it off.
Yeah.
They didn't want to keep on to them.
They wanted to move on to Ratchet and Clank, which is fine.
Ratchet and Clank is still around somehow.
Yeah, that's
around forever now. But even that though, the next Ratchet and Clank game, according to all those weird leak things, isn't until 2029. So
well, at least they've got time to work on it, because the last Ratchet and Clank game was really good.
No, they don't. That's when they want to start working on it, in 2029.
Oh, when they want to start.
Because they're working on these Marvel games, like they've
Spider-Man.
PlayStation have turned
And Wolverine.
Okay, honestly, PlayStation have turned. I like the Spider-Man stuff, right? That was cool, right? That was cool. But now PlayStation have actually turned Insomniac into a Marvel like games making studio.
It's funny because you don't mention Spider-Man 2 a lot. Listen, Spider-Man 2 was a good game. It was a good game. It was a fun game.
Yeah.
But like, isn't that game going to inevitably come onto Steam? Because you got OG Spider-Man and you've got Miles Morales on Steam as well. So
and so is Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth come on Steam as well.
Because you've got the one before that on Steam too, and
that just came out on Steam, didn't it?
And FF15 is now also on Steam.
Yeah, 16. Yeah,
16. Sorry.
16. Yeah. It's on Steam, full collection as well. The full with the DLC included.
With the DLC, I didn't even know it was with the DLC. Oh shit. Well,
DLC's included.
Well, there you have it.
Complete package.
Yep.
Yeah.
All there on Steam.
Yeah.
And will eventually go on sale because that's the nature. Because Steam always has sale. So.
My PC actually probably can't run Final Fantasy 16 though. It's quite.
I already streamed it on PlayStation 5. I think we even joked about it coming onto Steam, and lo and behold.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's another game gone from Sony's library as well, because technically wasn't that a PlayStation 5 exclusive?
Just honestly, just build a PC.
Yeah, at this point, yeah. Oh, but okay, let's move on to part 3. This is depressing talks.
I agree. Let's talk on to the savior, the chosen one, the one that will inevitably bring video gaming back from the brink. Because oh my god, is it not a brink and a half? Let's go on to it. An hour segment, but like. Yeah, there was a lot to talk about.
Looking great
it's not. It's a little bit grim. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Nintendo are doing well, and exactly. Yeah, they're in their own. They're in their own little bubble dimension, which honestly let me in. And and of course, it's PC gaming.
Yeah.
There's no point.
And indies are thriving, man. Indies are thriving.
Good. They should be. Yeah. Indies are allowing creators and developers to do their thing and actually be rewarded for their thing, for making the good thing. So props to indies. Support your indies.
We'll move on to part 3 now. See you in a minute.
See you there.